Here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw is Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And it'll be a second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. On second down, here's Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Hey, let's go.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now it's Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Third and 2, now Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Tuesday.
On first down, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones from 13 yards out. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, spread left. Right there.
On first down, Bortles. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tech McKinley able to get him for a loss of about 3. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Bortles going to throw. Escaping the pressure. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brooks Reed in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
11B, 11B. Hank. Move.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Bortles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
The good old toss play, and this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side. But the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield. Otherwise,
so now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Let's go. Here we go.
Bortles to throw for it on 4th down. And his man complete over the middle. It's Cole. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And it's caught. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go. Hey, spread right, snap.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
He'll chip this one off to Fournette. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out till you run.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's got some space here.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now the pitch to Freeman. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
21. 54, Sam. Wait.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Hey, let's go. Sam, gun.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. And now out come the Jags. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Hey, spread right, spread right, spread right, spread right, smack.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And
It's a foot race. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Austin Safarian-Jenkins, 77 yards. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Here's Ryan. Throwing to his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. On second down, Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Tuesday, 21.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Final minute now of the third quarter. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. Space to run past the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Hey, let's go! 21!
They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Dumps it off to Fournette. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Brooks Reed with a tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's going to fire one one deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. Looking left side, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Bortles now on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make it a second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Lucy. So right.
On second down, here's Bortles. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And it is caught at the 7. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Much right.
They'll come out in the pistol. On 3rd down. That's Grant. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Corey Grant, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Important extra point up and through as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Hey, Tuesday.
They toss to Freeman. And now running right through it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
They have one big call left. Here we go.
We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return, where they didn't create a penalty. Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip, someone will block below the waist, right? You name it. In this case, though, that didn't happen. They formed it up, and he took it all the way back for a touchdown.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up.